Yo, welcome to FM Music. Welcome to FM Music, and this video is for you guys. Any inspiring artist, any retiring artist. The thing that I'm talking about is why most artists stay broke or go broke. All right, why most artists go broke. Okay, so let's say a lot of artists you know, uh, it's not just about talent, right? Being talented doesn't guarantee you that you're gonna get paid, right? You can be talented, so talented, and that doesn't guarantee that you are going to get paid. Okay. Some of the most gifted artists are broke. Why? Hmm? Why some of the most gifted artists are broke? I think it's because talent alone is not a business plan. Your talent is not your business plan. Okay, your talent is not your business plan. So it's important as an artist or as an inspiring artist that you have a plan. You have a plan, not just a plan to make music, but a plan to accumulate wealth as well while you're doing that. If that's the things that you do, that's all you do. You make music and you wish to get paid on your music. You gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan how you gonna go about it. You know what I mean? Most of us were trained man to create, not to own nothing. A lot of us, we was learned, just to create stuff, build stuff, but not to own anything. So we have to own whatever we create, right? And we have to market whatever we create, okay? And also we have to protect our gift. How can we protect our gifts though? How are we going to protect our gift? Protecting our gift is by not, letting everybody, take control of what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people just take control of what you're doing. If you make music, you gotta find a way to copyright your music. You gotta find a way to make sure that your music is safe, that people won't steal your ideas. Because it's easy that somebody can just grab your idea and run with it. You have a good idea, and somebody might see the idea, and they have a better plan than you, and just they act. Before you can even act. So that's why a lot of artists stay broke is because that they never create music. We make a lot of music. We just go to the studio, make music. A lot of us who do music go to the studio, make music, create beats. But we don't copyright nothing. We don't own nothing because we make the music doesn't mean that we own the music. Right? Because somebody can steal your idea, right? If you don't have your idea on paper, somebody can just take it, right? So that's why it's important you have a plan. That's why you create a plan, okay? You create a plan for your music. You also copyright your work. You copyright your work. Make sure that you market your work as well. So find, platform where you can market your work. We know that social media is there, so we can market our work through social media. So while we're making the music, you're trying to make a name for yourself. You make sure that your talent is not the businessman. Your talent is not a business. All right. So you have to be making the business plan because it's not just guaranteed that with talent alone that you're going to make money or go somewhere. Okay. So not just music artists. That happened to athletes, right? Inspiring athlete. I was an athlete myself. You know what I'm saying? So I used to play soccer. So I had talent, but did I had a plan? No, I didn't have no plan, to basically go farther with the talent that I have. So I never take it anywhere. So it's the same with music. It's the same as music as artists, music. So you have to have the plan. Yes, you do have a gift. You know, yes, you can make music, but do you have a plan to market your music, to make it your own, to basically copyright your work, make it your own, and market it? You know what I mean? That's where the protective, you have to protect your work as well, because like I said already, people can steal your ideas. It's easy for somebody to take your ideas. All right, we see that happen many times, plenty of times. Okay, so that's why in this series, I'm showing you how you can flip that. You can flip that. We're gonna take, our gift or your gift, we're gonna turn it into income. So it's a way we can do to really, really like guarantee that. How can we take our music gift and turn it into income and purpose, okay, at the same time, and have power or control over what we create, because that's really important. So we're not just going to create it, we're not just going to make it, we have to own it as well, and we have to market it, right? And we have to protect it, okay? So we have to protect our gift, we have to market our gift, we have to make it, so we can have full control over what we create. But like a lot of artists they broke because they never had control over the art. You know, they never have control over their creation. Whatever they create, they don't have control over it. They don't own it because they own it, yes, on their mind, but on paper because you're living in a country where everything is more about business, right? Business. By corporation is a corporation. It's like if you don't have the mindset of business, whatever you're doing, you're not going to be succeed. You know, so that's why it's important. You have to have the main thing. The first thing you gotta do is have a plan. Once you have that plan, then everything else will come because you already have the steps. Step one, step two, step three. And then once you already have done all these things, I think that's when you start marketing, right? You own your right to the music or to your name, whatever it may be, and then you start marketing your music. You know, you start marketing your music, make sure that you market your music well enough that it can bring you something. Because like everything we do in life is about time, right? It's about time. We spend time creating a lot of things that we're not basically benefit from, and as well because majority of us we will do something and just let it sit there, right? We don't share it with nobody. We don't protect it. We don't share it. We don't market it or nothing like that. And then we say, okay, yeah, nothing is working out. Yeah, nothing is working out is because we choose not to put in work, put in the right work, okay, the right plan, put in the right motion. You know what I mean? In place so that we can capitalize or we can utilize these tools that we already have or we're already creating so we can basically further our financial life because you know that there's a lot of artists that we hear from that went broke who was making millions of dollars that went broke, okay, because they didn't know how to, they didn't have a plan basically. You know what I mean? Because the talent is not the business. Yes, you have the talent, but you gotta turn the talent into a business because that's the only way you can eat is through business, right? It's through business. So without business, talent enough will not take you anywhere. Talent is enough is not going to take you anywhere. You can have you could have the best talent in the world or more talented than everybody else in the world and never go nowhere with it because just talent is not the tool. Okay? Yeah, it's one of the two, but it's not enough. You know what I mean? The tires is not the only, it's not the car, just the motor itself is not the car. So you need the motor, you need the tires, you need the gas pump, the water pump, all these things, that make a car to run. It's just the same way as your talent, okay, as your business. If you wanna father your talent, if you wanna make something out of what you already know or what you love to do, okay. So it's important. So in this series, man, we're gonna help you out. We're gonna make sure that we learn some together to turn these things around, okay, so we can have control over it and we can benefit from it. All right, and I'll catch you in the next video.